We're here speaking with Kevin Cooke, Product Director of Stratusphere Solutions at Liquidware. How are you doing today?
Doing well, gentlemen. How are you?
Great.
Doing good.
So I understand that Liquidware just released Stratusphere 6. Can you tell us and maybe share a couple of the new features that are in the product?
Absolutely. Stratusphere 6 is a completely new, highly scalable architecture for us. We're very excited about that. In addition to the architectural changes within Stratusphere, we've also got an all-new dashboard builder, some application enhancements in terms of new visibility that we've provided to our customer set. We've got support for now CAC authentication, those secure cards for government and highly secure organizations. Some new guest and platform support, so brand new guest metrics for some new hardware devices out there, and then a few other odds and ends. But we're very, very excited about this release. It's been a big one for us.
And can you tell us a bit more about the architecture that you just talked about, and maybe go into some of the enhancements that will benefit the enterprise?
Absolutely, absolutely. So overall, what we've done is we've distributed and enhanced the architecture through the addition of a new appliance. So what I'll show you here is a new collector appliance has been added to the architecture. The collector appliances allow for significantly more increased collection, so we can bring in more metrics from more devices per unit time than we ever have before. Overall, these collector appliances can be distributed. They're fault tolerant and offer a number of really interesting and beneficial features for our customer set. Additionally, the architecture has been completely overhauled to communicate entirely on standards-based protocols. So all inter-appliance communications, as well as communication from our agent back to the hub appliances, are all on standard SSL. So in the past, we've had some challenges or deployment, I should say, challenges for folks that need to open up firewall ports or create specific rule sets to allow Stratusphere to communicate between appliances and such. All of that will be a thing of the past with this new version. And as I said, the architecture is going to bring a number of really key and interesting things, most notably the ability to read in more connector ID agents, as well as an increase in reporting and user interface responsiveness.
So you mentioned applications. What's new in the world of Liquidware Stratusphere UX to support apps?
So a couple things. We've got some reporting that's new. So we're going to create some reporting to facilitate application strategy. So for those customers who are looking to perhaps deploy applications with different modalities, they're looking at things like streaming or layering or isolation. Stratusphere will now have built-in native reporting to talk about application complexity, things like decom, com objects, how ingrained or sort of chewy those apps are going to be from an installation and support standpoint. Mm-hmm. Great indicators to facilitate those looking at apps sort of at a high level. Rather than throw everything into a gold image, we're going to pull it apart and give you an application complexity rating that will translate directly into allowing you to create the right approach for the right app, right? Based on complexity, use, time of day, resources consumed. We're going to give you a lot of information there. The second set of things are more in the UI. They have a reporting component as well. Through our partnership with NVIDIA, we've got now GPU metrics by application and by process. So about a year ago, we added GPU metrics at the machine level. So for those customers running a grid card, looking at GPU and doing pass-through of a vGPU per VM, we could give you an aggregate view by VM. Now with Stratusphere 6, NVIDIA has exposed some new APIs to us so that we are now providing visibility at the GPU level per process and per application. So very exciting information about really advancing GPU, both in terms of sizing, onboarding, but of course monitoring, diagnostics, troubleshooting, optimization, health check, broad use cases.
That's awesome. So if one of the things you had mentioned before, so if we go beyond the applications, you talked about client support in Stratusphere UX 6. Can you dive in and give us a bit more details on that?
Absolutely, sure can. So Dave, we've got, I think the most exciting thing I'll say is we've got now the addition of a native Apple connector ID key. So Stratusphere has always supported Windows environments, supported most of the Linux distributions, but now with Stratusphere 6, we're going to have a native agent for Mac OS clients. So really great for those enterprise organizations, K through 12 higher education, where Macintosh has a large footprint and is being used perhaps as either an end device where you're looking to manage and monitor user experience on that device in and of itself, or it's the platform that's VDI might be sitting on top of, and you want visibility underneath the virtual image on the physical device. Additionally, we've got support now for iGel. So for iGel OS based zero and thin clients, we have a native connector ID key that can be installed on those iGel clients, and we can give end-to-end visibility now for iGel.
That's great. So before we let you go, I was wondering, as an expert in this field, this industry, can you comment on the acquisitions that have been taking place in the EUC market?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, and we hear variations of that from our customers. Why haven't you guys been acquired? Why are you guys still left standing? Let me first say I can't really speculate on what goes on above my pay grade. What I can say is we've been asked to the dance. We've chosen not to take that kind of move at this point. But overall, I guess I have 2 points to make. One, I think overall you see that layering, that user environment management, that visibility are becoming more elevated. You've seen all of the platform vendors make a move to either bolster or acquire technologies and companies that put them more squarely in those spaces. Liquidware has been doing those three things very specifically and very pointedly since 2009. We're very happy about the thousands of customers and millions of desktops that we serve. It's battle tested. It's real world. But I think the second point that's perhaps more important is as these technologies become present in our competitors' stacks and become present in other platforms, the question I think we need to continue to ask ourselves is, will those technologies work only within those stack, and will you be forced to adopt multiple iterations of that or multiple versions of that if you choose to have XenApp and Horizon Desktop, for example, if you've got a heterogeneous environment? I mean, who is running a uniquely exclusive vendor solution? Everything is heterogeneous, and one of the things we're very proud of at Liquidware is our solutions support workspaces, period. Whether they're cloud-based workspaces, physical-based workspaces, VDI-based workspaces, we really don't care. And so if you're looking for a persistent user environment management solution, if you're looking for a persistent application layering solution, if you're looking for persistent visibility with Stratusphere, regardless of how that Windows-based workspace is delivered, there are few solutions that will offer all of those things to you.
Well, thank you, Kevin, for taking time out of your day to give us an update on Stratusphere 6, and we look forward to seeing it and looking forward to the release.
Absolutely, our pleasure. We look forward to learning more about your environments and helping you to deliver better environments for your users.
And where can they go if they want to find out more information about Stratusphere?
www.liquidware.com.
Great.